Hello, everybody. Thank you once again for tuning in to our little improv show. It's Friday night. Without further ado, let's get everybody introduced to you. Hold on, if I hit the right button, it'll look good. Yeah, I hit the right button. Hello. This is us. This is the performers for tonight. I'm going to just go down the line and introduce everybody. From Los Angeles, California, Stud Muffin, Danny P. Also, living in Los Angeles, California, no less of a stud muffin, Dewey Cassidy. From the other coast of the country, we got Liz Jakowski from Boston, Massachusetts. Also from the other coast of the country, Shruti, the stud muffin. And now I'm trying to remember, Wayland, that's the right last name to use. There we go. Also, a huge stud muffin in the stud muffin community, we got Robert Lamoth. Amazing. I mean, there's like a stud, I would say, banana bread, Amy Thompson, not even a muffin. And finally, last but not least, a dud muffin.
I'm the water of muffins.
He's the top muffin, or a muffin top, as you would say. Anyway, we have...
not a muffin bottom.
He's a muffin power bottom. We're starting off strong today. We got a lot of fun stuff lined up. I see there's lots of good suggestions in the chat. Keep them coming. We're looking for one-word suggestions for improv, also quirks, because we're going to play a party quirks type game later on that we can use some quirks for. And any other suggestions you want to keep throwing at us, just keep them coming. All right, so we're going to start off tonight with a little game called Press Conference. Dewey is going to be hosting a press conference, and we need a topic, and I will go to the chat. I'm going to say jabroniism. Is that something you can use, Dewey? All right, Dewey's going to use jabroniism. And without further ado, we go.
Hey guys, thank you all so much for coming to this press conference to announce the opening of my brand new gym. Carl's punching and stuff. So I'd really love to just get some questions about that. And not the fact that several live animals were found in my house, chickens, crocodiles, the like. I just really don't want to focus on that, focus more on the opening of the gym. So do we have any questions?
Yeah. Is it hard for alligators to do bench press because with their arms being so short?
All right. Like I said, if we could just keep it focused on the gym, and also, as we know, the strength of alligators comes mostly from their tails, but that's unrelated. So any other questions?
Hi, yes. So do alligators need to wipe down the benches after each use?
Okay. Again, if we could just talk about, the human elements of the gym, and also, as we know, alligators are saltwater creatures. So, they wipe down already just by being there. Anybody else?
Hi, this is Bob Sponge from the Patrick Star. I was wondering, I really want to know more about the gym, but could you explain for 1 second why you had these wild animals in your house?
Again, really did not want to talk about that.
Like
I said, I'd really like to focus on the gym, not the fact that I did invest thousands of dollars into my previous business, which was a petting zoo for all creatures, that failed immediately following my divorce. But again, not relevant. My bathtub is free of animals now. I can use it whenever I want. Anybody else?
Excuse me, John Avery. So I'm very interested in working out your gym, and I'm really trying to get fit. But I can't leave my pet alligator at home, and I want to bring him along. So can I do that? Like, can we do that?
No, that'd be a huge danger. And to remind everybody, the animals were found in my house, not my gym. My gym is animal free, aside from the gym rats. Am I right? Anybody else?
Yes, I really got to work on my pecs, so I can't wait to come to your gym. But I really don't want to miss the live birth of the red panda. Is that going to be streamed on Facebook while I'm at your gym?
Okay. Yep, I get it. Last time I held a Zoom conference, a red panda did give birth in the background. Mother and baby are fine, but again, that will not be a regular occurrence at the gym. We will have regular classes, but not regular live births. Any other questions?
Just one quick, neighborhood question, because I own the business next to your gym. Just wondering, what are you going to do about that smell? And the feathers and the blood?
Okay.
Share a recycling bin.
Okay. First of all, nobody told me meat was not recyclable, so that was an issue on the city. That was not my fault. Second of all, I have been hosing the gym.
Meat from what? Meat from what? What
Meat
kind
from
of animal
what?
meat?
Look, okay.
Meat
Look,
from what?
all
On the
I'm saying
Pizza
is-
Hut down the street, was that you who just left a alligator carcass on our doorstep and put a sign that said free pepperoni? Was that you?
Okay, where I come from, we don't look gift horses in the mouth or accuse them at press conferences. So really, I
Are
don't
there
understand what I'm up to.
horses in the gym? Is
Are
that what
they
you were claiming?
Are you claiming they're free?
Okay.
Pizza Hut
okay.
used the
Handing out
alligator?
allergy pills for
Are you
people.
giving away free alligators?
All right, everybody. Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm a human man. I made a lot of mistakes, but perhaps the biggest mistake I've ever made was loving working out too much. So please, if somebody just has one question about the gym that I could answer, I'd happily do so.
Are you a human man?
Yeah, that's true. You don't look completely human.
Take your hat off.
No.
Yeah, take your hat off.
Take your
You have
hat
a very
off.
long.
It's a simple thing. It's a simple request. Come
Take
on.
the hat off. Take the hat off.
Isn't it
All right,
usually-
fine. I'm an alligator and a man.
He's an alligator.
I knew it!
Alligator.
No way.
Is
I've been an
It's
a
alligator
trap.
the whole time.
Yoga group
I
on
met a witch and I asked to play jazz.
That
Anyway, I want to join the gym. I don't.
Thank you.
Got
Memberships
into
are
it, yeah.
$6,000 a month.
and see.
Okay.
That was exciting conclusion. He was an alligator all along. Who knows what other surprises await us tonight as we keep the hilarity coming. We're going to keep on going. All right, the next game up is a game we've played before called Take That Back or New Choice. Basically, we're going to have two people do a scene, and during the scene, they're going to make choices. And everyone in our group who's not in the scene, and me with my little bell, are going to prompt them to take that choice back and replace it with something else. And we'll just see how this goes. All right, so starting a scene, we're going to have Rob and Danny. They are going to be playing. And your suggestion is... Oh, I'm going to take this one. Cumulonimbus.
Well, if it rains on us, so be it.
Oh, shucks, Roger. I thought it would be a good day for a picnic, but I
Take
didn't
that
really-
back.
I
What
thought
what is it a good day for?
I thought it'd be a great day to golf, but I didn't realize there would be so many.
Take that back.
You know, I thought it'd be a great day to oil each other up outside, but I didn't realize there was going to be so many clouds today.
Oh, Kennedy, even a cloudy day, there's going to be some UVA and UVB coming through. You know what I mean? We got to be careful.
So we should still oil each other up?
Oh, yes. We should oil each other up for safety, my friend.
Take that back. Different
Take
reason to
that
oil each
back.
other
What
up.
reason?
For the hell of it, my friend.
Take that back. Another reason.
For the absolute joy of being together here on our 10-year college anniversary, my friend.
Gosh. Best years of our lives, huh?
It was
Take back. Take that back.
Gosh. We really went through the muck, didn't we?
Yep, we really did. I mean, when you go to an ag school, they don't really tell you how much time you'll spend outside, but really, it's on-the-job training. You're just going to be out there in the fields, working on the tractors, shirtless,
Yep.
just letting the cut grass go through your hair.
Take that back. Another sexy farm activity.
Hoeing, and hoeing.
Take that back. Another sexy farm
gentlemen.
activity.
Sorry, do
Sewing
you have a
seeds.
permit to be at this picnic area, rubbing oil on each other? I don't think you can do that in this city.
Is the problem that we are here at a picnic? Is the problem that we're rubbing oil on each other, or are you a homophobe?
All I'm saying is I don't want my children to watch any of this. Okay?
Take back that reason.
All I'm
Please take back that reason.
is my pet Shih Tzu has been scratching himself silly since he watched your little show. And I'm going to call the police. And
You're
I'm
going to call somebody else. You're going to call.
Please call somebody.
I'm going to call the firemen to hose you down.
Well, call the firemen. Get them
Right.
out here.
Absolutely.
Alright.
The more the merrier. And frankly, you'll see that we're using a water-based oil.
Oil, a water-based oil.
It's a fire repellent. It is not flammable.
Well, then maybe I should just light this match and see.
Sure.
Do it.
Turn
Do it
up the
right
tempo
now.
Then
a
the
little higher.
firemen will have a real reason.
Hold
you
on. Let us
familiar?
expose our pecs to you.
Take
Oh.
back what take back what you're exposing.
Hold on. Let's expose our buttocks to you.
Hmm.
Take back what you're
exposing.
Hold on. Let us expose our shins to you.
Oh God, ankle tats.
Yeah. Yeah, let a match on that.
Take back
Yeah.
what you're offended by.
You know, I just hate that your parts are in the same spot on both of your heads. What is this, Satanism? Okay? Everyone has a part that's naturally partitioned where the hair decides to part. All right? What is this crap? Huh? Did you do it together before you walked out into the picnic, huh?
We're just two best friends.
Take that
Celebrating
back.
our.
We're just fancy boys.
Different one.
We're just cool kittens, and if you've got a problem with it, then you can beat it, toots.
I'm calling Mr. Tresemme himself.
Call somebody else.
I'm calling Gucci. Gucci. There are two men with equally partitioned parts. I felt they pre-planned it before their picnic. And they're oiling each other up right now.
That's too bad.
Take back Gucci's voice.
That's too bad.
Take back Gucci's voice.
That's all right. Keep it up.
Gucci, you sound like Homer when he ate a donut. Let me have some of that.
Listen, lady, for all the talk you've had this whole time about being weirded out by us, there's some weird sexual tension going on, and I just got to call it out. I just got to call it how I see it.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
Different Shakespeare quote.
Sounds good. Sounds
Wherefore art thou, Jew of Romeo?
Yeah.
Different Shakespeare quote.
Out, damn spot. I'm talking to your dog. Get out of here.
Her name
Sounds
is
like
Penelope.
sounds like everything's Gucci over there. I'm gonna go. Bye.
Oh, wait, you're not gonna Gochi?
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, good.
That was fun. I love that one. Good times.
Just
I
a couple
loved
of friends out experiencing some ag school camaraderie.
You know,
Hell yeah.
who hasn't had a day like that? And speaking of which, I'm just gonna turn my light on so my green screen works better. There we go. All right, so here we are again. Another game, another dollar. Next up, we're gonna play the dating game. All right, everybody. We have an eligible single person ready, looking for love, named Dewey. Dewey's gonna be looking for love, but first, Dewey needs to unplug his speakers, do something so he cannot hear us talking because we need to set up his eligible bachelor people. So we have three quirky potential suitors, and those potential suitors are Shruti, Mike, and Amy. And we need three quirks for them, and we actually do have one in the chat. If you guys can think of any kind of quirks that would be a weird thing that somebody on a dating game show would have as a quirk, the one we have in the chat is phobia of drinks without koozies. Does anyone want to take this? Okay. Amy's going to take it? Amy's going to take it. Okay, so Amy...
Can we use Ernest Hemingway as one of them?
Yes, 1,000%, yes. All right, so Amy has a phobia of drinks without koozies. Shruti or Mike, would you either of you like to be Ernest Hemingway? Mike's like, I don't know what the hell Ernest Hemingway is. We just talked about how he doesn't know pop culture references, so maybe that might not be the best. Shruti, could you? Okay, maybe, we're gonna pass. I'm sorry, we won't use Ernest Hemingway for this one, but okay. We got constantly trying to solve crimes. Ooh, that's a really good one. Who wants that, Mike or Shruti?
Sure.
All right, Shruti is constantly trying to solve crimes, and Mike, you are obsessed with honey, like real life.
I need a fake thing here. Okay.
Okay, so let's just quickly review. Amy is afraid of drinks without koozies on them. Shruti is constantly trying to solve crimes, and Mike is obsessed with honey. So in a moment, Dewey's going to come in here. We're going to play the dating game. Dewey's going to ask a bunch of questions, and through his questions, he is going to determine the quirks of these dating people. So let's all get Dewey back in here. Come on, Dewey. All right, he's coming back. All right. So without further ado, are you all settled there, Dewey?
No, hold on.
Well,
oh, jeez.
While our contestant gets settled, the show is brought to you by Purina Dog Food. All right. So, Dewey, welcome to the dating game. We have 3 eligible single people ready for you to choose from. Just ask them a bunch of questions, try to get to know them, and make your pick at the end of the show.
Great. I'm so happy to be here, guys. I've really been looking for a lot of love. This is the first time I've really seen anybody since I had my full body cast taken off after a massive bee attack. So my question is for all of you, one at a time. What's a fun, active activity that we could do on our first date?
Well, I would love it if we just, got some, honey on a stick and just went and poked those bees a little bit to see why they hurt you. What do you think was going on in those bees' minds? Huh? You know something.
I promise you, Detective, I don't know anything.
You get my spotlight out.
Nope. All right. All right. Anybody else have an answer for what we do on our fun first date?
Bachelor number 2, I'm going to go second, I guess.
Yep.
My favorite activity, probably, I gotta say, staying hydrated. But it gives me pause. I really like. It depends, man.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bachelor number 3.
Oh, well, you ever get a little sweet tooth sometimes?
Sometimes, of course,
Yeah, that's me. I'm I just, little sweet tooth here, and I like to try to hunt down something a little sweet out there.
Okay. Well, well, guys, I'm a big horror fan. I love me some horror movies. So, for bachelors, I want to know what's your guys' favorite? What's the scariest thing you guys can imagine? Your biggest fear? Bachelor number 1.
Oh, I would definitely say it's like that Kevin Spacey movie when all the clues are right around you and then you don't even notice because you're so distracted by all the red herrings. Yeah, I'd be wary of Bachelor number 3. He said the word hunt.
Okay. You remind me a little bit of a serial killer. Bachelor number 2,
Yes.
Same question.
Yes. I was having a really good time today at this, but I gotta say it's turning into my biggest fear. And stop tormenting me like this.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, not you. Don't.
Oh.
Stop it. Go on. I'll throw my chair.
Okay. Bachelor number 3, same question.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Could you repeat the question?
Of course, I'm a big fan of horror films, love them to death. What's your biggest fear?
I think my biggest fear is all the bees dying out. That would be really bad. I wouldn't have anything sweet to eat.
My mouth is so dry. I just.
Oh my. Well, I guess I have another question for you guys. So, bachelors, let's say this relationship goes all the way and we suddenly make it down to marriage. Where would we go on our honeymoon? Bachelor number 1.
I think, a cruise is out. because international waters. It's just a hairy situation if someone went overboard. Cliff diving, not too easy, too easy. I think we just go to a pillow store, Oh, no, suffocation. Probably just a little of this.
Twirling our thumbs? Okay. Bachelor number 2, same question.
Big fan of a tailgate, football game. Sometimes I like to grill. That's about it.
Okay. Well, hopefully we don't have to get season tickets to our marriage. Bachelor number 3, same question.
Well, I'd be so excited for a honeymoon. That sounds nice. Sounds really nice to me. I think that we could go down to the colony and maybe, dig in and collect some sweetness together and start our new life off on the right foot.
Bachelor number 3, do you get your head stuck in pots a lot?
I mean, sort of, but maybe not like you would think. I don't know. Only if there's something tasty inside.
Okay. Well, speaking of tasty, bachelors, I have another question for you. What is your favorite food? Bachelor number 1.
Well, I love soup at restaurants. I hate it when they get hair in my soup, though. I do save it, though, and I take it home and I test it. Would you be willing to mail me some of yours?
Ooh, not for free, unfortunately. Check out my OnlyFans. Bachelor number 2.
Beer.
Of course.
Ah, that's nice. Yep, I like beer. It's one of the only food group, Budweiser in particular. That's a good one. PBR. Beer.
Okay. Bachelor number 3.
100.
I think I have an idea, though.
100% South American, pure, unadulterated queen bee honey. That's to die for. I love it. I could lick that all day.
Okay, Dewey, I think you have a lot of information here. I think it's time that you make your decision. So who's it gonna be? Who are you gonna go home with tonight?
Well, unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be Bachelor number 1 because I just don't have a thing for police detectives.
Obsessed with solving crimes. I think that's close enough. Yes.
And it's definitely not going to be Bachelor number 2 because unfortunately, I'm not interested in football fans who are afraid of water.
Close.
A dog who is a football fan.
Oh no, Chris! Don't do it again. No. Okay. I'm fine. Oh no, my life. Okay, cool, fine with it.
Okay, a tailgater being threatened by Chris, who's afraid of Chris.
No, I love Chris. He's my best friend. He does everything I like right now. But now he doesn't.
Chris is so cool. He's such a cozy buddy.
He gives good hugs around my moisturized cups.
Oh, he's Chris. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Bachelor number 2. As much as I enjoyed our time, I don't think I want to date a beer cozy.
Oh, man.
Cozy.
I would myself date a beer cozy.
A beer.
She has an incredible phobia of drinks without koozies on them.
Okay. There we go. Perfect. And then I guess it's going to have to be Bachelor number 3 because I want to date a worker bee. Or an anteater.
I wish I were a worker bee because then I'd be surrounded by honey.
Winnie the Pooh. Or a South American bear?
Could be. I just really like a particular thing, and that's all.
You're just somebody who really loves honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
We got there.
Not too hard on that one.
Great job, Dewey. Great job, everybody. That was fun. We did it.
I heard Amy say something about depends and a paw, so for a second I thought she was going to be a dog in a diaper. But I like what it turned into much better.
Diaper for a cup.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This isn't a very obvious koozie, I guess, either. It's kind of an oddly shaped koozie. Thick koozie. So, let us move on now, you and I, to the next game on the list. We're going to play a game called Challenge. Challenge is, we have a panel of experts assembled here, and they're going to profess their opinions on certain topics, but debate. Lively debate, as is the basis of any good democracy. So, here we go. We need a suggestion from the audience. There's tons here. Thank you very much for your suggestions, everybody. I'm going to say we should do Ernest Hemingway this time. So, to get started, let's hear a little something from Rob. Rob, your thoughts on Ernest Hemingway?
Personally, I don't read. So I heard that he's an author, but I heard that through word of mouth. Frankly, the other things I heard about Ernest Hemingway was that he liked to be in planes, and everybody knows that planes are dangerous. And if you want to take off from a runway at a certain speed, I mean, I wouldn't drive a car that fast. Why does a plane need to go that fast?
Amy said challenge.
And
yes, Amy, you have the floor. Challenge.
Planes, trains, automobiles. You know,
yes.
I feel like those are all on the same level. I can't put a
Challenge. I can't beat the last level of Mario on the N64. Every time I try to approach King Bowser, he suddenly thwarts my efforts. I've been trying day in and day out. I have not left my house. I've lost my job, my wife, my
Challenge.
family.
You should be staying in your house because of COVID-19.
Good point. Good point. Continue.
Challenge. You didn't lose your wife because of the video games. You lost your wife because you were threatening the neighbors with.
Can I do my thing?
Challenge. No man should have a thing.
That's right, Amy. You have the floor.
Just let us ladies talk. We just want to talk. You can't. That's the dream.
Challenge.
Yes, Liz.
Talking is extremely overrated. And I think that really silence speaks volumes if you just sit there and
Challenge.
look at someone.
If you thought talking was overrated, you wouldn't be talking.
Oh, Mike, you have the floor.
Anyway, I kind of like to insult the ladies because they, I don't have a great reason.
Challenge. I don't think it really works to just call a gender like the and then like a weird slang word for the gender, like the ladies. It'd be like saying like the men. Like it just doesn't really work. It's weird.
Challenge. It's okay if instead of the you use ugh. Ugh, men.
Ugh, men.
Yes, good point, Danny. Continue.
Whenever I try to describe any large swath of people, ugh, children, or ugh, bisexuals, I feel like putting that oomph and that emphasis into I'm bisexual, folks. It's okay.
Challenge.
Oomph isn't a real word.
Rob, good point. You have the floor.
Oomph is not a real word. Humph, that's a real word. When you're talking about like made up words to like enunciate.
Yes, Dewey, you have the floor.
Woomph, there it is.
Oh, yes, you have continue.
Yes, what better sports ballad is there than Woomph, there it is? Simply telling us what it is and where it is going to be.
Challenge.
Yes,
Challenge. I believe that weird song that they play in arenas, doo-doo, hey, doo-doo, is the best sports arena song. It was written by a pedophile. But I don't think that mars its quality overall. Gary Glitter, despite his terrible, terrible crimes, did write an amazing arena song, which is
challenge. Does that mean challenge? Does that mean that Woody Allen is uncanceled?
The best arena songs are by arena rock bands like Styx and Foreigner, not by some jerk. So, can we talk about Foreigner for a second here?
Challenge.
Yes, Daniel.
Ugh, Styx.
Good point. But I want to hear more from Rob. Rob, I want to hear more on Arena Rock from Rob.
All right. So I'm just going to start singing a Foreigner song. And I dare everybody in this audience at home and on this panel here not to start swaying when I say,
challenge.
I know what
Challenge.
love is.
Yes, Mike.
Instead of daring, I think you should truth them. Because really, what we're all not talking about is the truth, which I think we all know the truth is that Styx did 9/11. The evidence is there.
That's the truth. I think we nailed it.
Yeah.
We did it. I think we did it. I think we
Jet
found out
tunes
everything
can't
happened.
melt steel beams.
Sticks can.
Sticks can.
Steel
Sticks
beams are
can.
just another kind of stick when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Sticks and stones will break steel beams.
There you go.
Wow. This panel has really unearthed some stuff.
I think we're all in agreement.
Wow. Well, that was a lively debate and fruitful, I believe, also. So thank you very much, panel members, for making us all smarter. That was a wonderful time. So that means we are going to move on to the next game. This is a very classic improv game called Freeze. We're going to have two people doing a scene, and at any time during the scene, any other players can yell freeze, and since we're on a video medium, they have to be more specific. They're going to say freeze and the person's name of who they want to freeze. After that person freezes, they assume their physical position and their character and continue the scene as if they were them. So, without further ado, we are going to start with Shruti and Amy. They're going to be doing a scene. I'm going to take one of your suggestions from the audience here. I like... pollen. I'm going to do pollen.
Karen. I keep sneezing, but I can't. The monkey bars. I'm stuck in the middle, and I can't cover my sneeze.
Well, you can't sneeze on my back, Marjorie. I'll slip. It's too slippy. No,
Freeze.
hold it.
Amy. If we both hold our hands like this and we stand next to each other, then when we look at our shadows, it looks like two eyes on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
I learned that at soccer practice yesterday.
What if we went like this?
Oh, then it looks like the eyes are looking back and forth.
Freeze. Truthy. All right, we're staying at the YMCA. Okay, that's how
I just want to do the M part. You can do the Y. We can get a couple of other people to do the C and the A, but I want to hold the M.
You're always doing the M, and I've been practicing the M a lot. So
Well, my favorite Village People song is Macho Macho Man, so I'm stuck on the M, baby.
Fine. We'll find a few other people. Okay. So I will do
What
the
kind
C. I'll do the C.
Freeze, Mike. So I just feel like this is kind of the level that we want to be at when we're hanging our art, right? We want it to be eye level.
Yeah.
Okay. When people walk into the gallery, okay, they're not going to be looking at their feet. They're not going to be looking at the ceiling. They're going to be looking eye level. Okay.
Oh,
and we don't want our art to be fat.
Peace. Danny. I am a beautiful little boy.
You're so beautiful.
I've got big rosy cheeks, and I got a big mushy face, and
That's
I
right.
totally want to go to Disney World.
That's right. And that's why I got you these little ears to put on.
Oh,
for Disney World.
Yeah.
I wasn't
So I
trying
can
to
be
say
like
that your
Mickey
head
and
was too
Minnie?
big. This is just the biggest size they had for your big head. Okay, you inherited mommy's big head.
What?
You inherited mommy's big
Oh.
head.
Freeze.
Freeze.
Liz. So you rub your hands down the udders slowly, and the
Slowly.
milk comes out sweet.
Oh, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was imagining the milk coming out. The mind powers don't work on milking a cow.
Cows pick up on your energies. It's true. But they do need physical touch to get the milk out of the udders.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Specific to the name udders. Is that with D's or with T's?
Freeze,
Like
Bobby. Yeah. So, Coach, I've been spinning this ball for about 3 days and I can't stop. I want to go home.
I'm in perpetual shooting a free throw. You know, I do it forever, okay? And
Okay.
you gotta too, kid.
Freeze,
sorry.
Amy. Dance, my puppet, dance. Yes, dance for the audience. Yes, yeah.
I've been thinking that I'd really like union healthcare.
Oh, unionizing. No, we can't unionize the puppets. How am I going to make a profit? I can't make a fat profit and buy a...
Mike. I just feel like it'd be easier to play the piano if I weren't sitting on the floor.
Look, do you think Beethoven got good by playing up, standing up? No, he sat on the ground with his piano 5 feet in the air like a real man.
Maybe
Look,
I'm not Beethoven, Dad.
Oh, you're not Beethoven. Oh, that means I'm not Beethoven, and your grandpa wasn't a Beethoven, and your great-great-grandpa wasn't a Beethoven.
Well, maybe I'm not like whatever great-great-great-grandpa's first name was Beethoven, Dad.
Oh, don't you do the mad fist.
Danny. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Monster Mash.
Woo, 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 woo.
WrestleMania time. Let's do this.
Oh, I can't wait to WrestleMania you. Oh.
I feel like we're in really different weight classes and I'm a little nervous. This is my first time wrestling.
Freeze.
What, because you're...
Dewey? These are the biggest ears of corn we've got all summer, Becca Jean.
Oh my goodness, Emmett. This is going to make for a fine stew.
Oh, I ate mine.
Oh, you didn't save it for the stew?
I saved
Freeze.
3/4 of it.
Liz. My fists are hammers. Do you hear me, Joanne? They are hammers and they will rain down the fire of Thor on you.
Well, my hands are wrenches, and they will twist you till you lose your threading.
No. And wrenches and hammers always cover wrench. That's how it works, Joanne.
Well, I'm gonna beat you with a wrench as hard as I would with a hammer, so we're all dead soon.
Freeze, Amy. I'm sorry, Jimmy. This is the original plague mask with the big nose. That's all I have in the closet. You're gonna have to wear this to the potluck.
Look, okay? The nose piece has to be at least 6 inches long to offer the 6 inches of distance that you'll need from people, all right? So a 4.5-inch nose mask isn't gonna be long enough. You gotta get it to be bigger, okay? You need like elephant trunk-esque mask, okay? For safety.
Well, it's really 6 feet, but I know you can't stay more than 6 inches from my finger salad.
You want to go, Mike?
I'll grab Shruti. You get her up.
Okay. Well, hey there, partner.
Howdy do, Mr. Scoo.
It's been a long time since I've seen you around these parts.
It has been quite a while. And you know what? I believe we have not settled our score yet.
Oh, dang. I drew on you, but I forgot to shoot.
Oh, shoot. I shot, but I forgot to draw before I shot.
Oh, no. You just shot holes in the bottom of your holsters?
I shot holes in the bottom of my holsters.
You
Dang.
son of a gun. Get in here,
Oh,
boy.
get in here.
All right. That's a good game of free. So you shot guns in the bottom of your holsters. All right. Man, we are coming up on an hour so fast. So we're going to move right on to the next game, which requires a little setup. But while we set up, I'm going to ask everybody to try and sing Gary Glitter's song. I think it's possible. I think you can do it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Did we decide he's a pedophile?
Oh, yeah, wait, he's not a good dude.
I didn't know that.
We shouldn't do that then?
Yeah, it's bad.
He's like the most notorious pedophile.
Okay, Liz, please
Yeah.
hide your eyes, Liz, because you will be guessing in the next game.
Wait. She has to minimize her window. She got it?
Yeah, just don't look at the screen. Try not to look.
So
I'm doing some
Danny
setup.
Elfman.
Liz,
Liz,
I'll
don't cheat.
tell her when to turn around.
Liz is
Speaking
cheating.
of pedophilia, Danny Elfman is the guy who composed the soundtrack for The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
And he also belonged to a band called Oingo Boingo back in the 80s. And Oingo Boingo has a song called I Love Little Girls.
Wow. That's something else.
Right. I don't know how we feel about it.
Okay, on that note, we're ready to move on to the next game, everybody. All right, so Liz, you can look at this. Don't actually, you have to minimize your display. You can't really even look at the screen. So, and you're muted.
I minimized it.
Okay, so you can't see anything. All right, Liz is up on the screen. Everyone can see her there. What we're going to do right now is we are going to play a little game. We're calling it like the green screen game. I guess it's like field reporter, something like that. Liz is a field reporter. She's out there in the field covering a story. She's going to be staying in front of the story, but she won't actually know what's going on behind her. So to help her out are the two reporters back in the studio, Danny and Amy. They're going to be kind of asking her questions and stuff like that to help clue her in as to what's going on behind her. Oh, and all of a sudden, Danny's in the field. Just kidding. Everybody, don't shut your video off because it changes where everything is. All right. And so why don't Danny and Amy take it away in the studio?
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to KCBU Evening News. We've got quite a story for you. And to Jillian, do you want to introduce the story? Oh, Jillian, you might need to work out a little microphone issue that it sounds like.
Bob, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to introduce our reporter on the field, Hernine. And Hernine's been with us for a long time. We're really proud of her. Hernine, can we get you?
Hi, Jillian. Hi, Tom. Hi, how are you? It's Hernine Giblets here. On the scene. Hi.
Hernine, what can you tell us about all that thickness we're seeing?
What's going on?
It is really thick out here. I gotta tell you, it's almost unnavigably thick.
Hernine, I thought you told me you had allergies.
I do, and being out here, it's really activating them. But I gotta say, it's worth it for the greenery. It's very green and lush.
I imagine you might, even if you do have certain pet allergies, I imagine you might not be allergic to everything we're seeing right now.
Right. Dogs are fine, right?
Good.
Dogs, yeah, sure.
Elephants.
Oh wow.
Other fat animals are also fine. I would say that this perhaps hippopotami is that the proper pronunciation?
That is the proper.
I'm not
plural.
sure.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
But we sure are seeing a lot of chonky boys out there, aren't we?
It's true. These cats are chunky. I have to say, I haven't seen this level of chunkiness, since I had a pet in high school that died of diabetes.
That's sad, Hernine. Is that the story? It's so sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tend to bring things down. My name's Hernine. Oh, anywho. Yeah, it's thick out here. I gotta say, it's really, it's something out here, and citizens have a lot to say about it.
Yeah, well, I think that we all are just in a state of daw.
Daw.
It is cute. It is cute. Their little whiskers and paws.
And what else would you say they have?
I would say tummies that love to be rubbed.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Maybe they got pails.
Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps they're swimming in pails of water.
Maybe they're swimming.
Or eating out of pails.
Bouncing around.
Bouncing around.
I feel like
my favorite field reporter, Hernine.
Oh, thank you, Jillian. That's sweet. Tom, you haven't complimented me in a while.
Well, earn it.
Okay.
I think she got it. I think she came pretty.
She got it a while ago.
I'm just really enjoying watching these videos.
What was it?
It's just chunky animals. You got it.
Oh, yay!
I don't want to shut it off. They're just like so cute.
Do you see it, Liz?
Oh,
We had a lot.
they're sledding.
It was eerie because at a certain point you actually said cats and there was a cat behind you, and then you said dogs and there was a dog behind you. You did pretty good. So, all right, we're gonna switch on back to our usual, regularly scheduled, whatever you want to call it, and here we are. Everyone's back on the screen again. So, to close it out, as we usually do, we're gonna play a line game where we just make a bunch of puns called "Sex with Me." And we already have a lot of great suggestions from the audience. If you guys want to crank out some more suggestions, it'd be very welcome because we're going to go through them very quickly right now. So, without
Sex with me is like Ernest Hemingway. I'll blow your mind.
It's going to be like that. That's the kind of that's the quality you should expect.
That was a preview. Yeah.
Just a preview. I'm not going to say Ernest Hemingway is the first word because I think he already did. He did the best one. Unless something about I'm gonna catch her in the rye, right? Is he Ernest Hemingway?
No.
That's J.D. Salinger. J.D. Salinger.
Yeah, that's J.D. Salinger.
Oh no.
All right. Okay, so first one is salami.
Sex with me is like salami. It's covered in this sort of casing.
Sex with me is like salami, but more like sit on me.
Sex with me is like salami. One sex with me and you're cured.
Sex with me is like salami. Slice off a piece for yourself.
Sex with me is like salami. Plenty of pork.
Sex with me is like salami. I'm going to put something salty in your mouth.
Mm.
Sex with me is like salami. It's aged.
Sex with me is like salami. It lasts a long time.
Sex with me is like salami. I come in links.
Sex with me is like salami. Do it in the charcuterie.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
Charcuterie.
All right, iceberg.
Sex with me is like an iceberg, just the tip.
Sex with me is like an iceberg. I'll make you go down.
Sex with me is like an iceberg. There's a small chance you see a penguin.
Sex with me is like an iceberg. You're going to have to break off a piece of me.
Sex with me is like an iceberg. You won't believe the capsize.
Sex with me is like an iceberg. Wet.
Sex with me is like an iceberg. The big part's hidden below the belt.
Sex with me is like an iceberg. Let us have sex. Okay. We got iceberg last week too, which is funny.
Yeah.
I feel like we did new ones.
Yeah. Let's see. We haven't even. Oh man. How about? Yeah, because we have these up for a while. How about we just get one and I'll open up the random thing generator. So pesto is the next one.
Sex with me is like pesto. You always think it's going to be better than this, but it's actually pretty disappointing.
Sex with me is like pesto. It always involves nuts and cheese.
Sex with me is like pesto. To disagree with Dewey, it's fucking awesome.
Sex with me is like pesto. It's giving into your basal desires.
Sex with me is like pesto. It always needs more oil.
Sex with me is like pesto. George Costanza hates it.
Sex with me is like pesto. Dewey hates it.
Sex with me is like pesto. It seems fancy and hard to do, but it's really not.
Sex with me is like pesto. I spread for the bread.
Sex with me is like pesto. When you're done, there are green stains everywhere.
Sex with me is like pesto. The more oil you add, the smoother it goes.
Okay.
Sex with me is like pesto. Your Nona does it best.
Oatmeal.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. I do it first thing in the morning.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. I'm steel cut.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. Instant.
Sex with me is like
oatmeal. Let's take a bath.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. There's old Amish man on the box.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. I'm gonna roll you over.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. Nobody really likes it, but you do it when you're broke.
Sex with me is like oatmeal.
Is like oatmeal. I'm gonna quake her oats.
It's ready in 3 minutes.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. They recently figured out how to make milk out of it.
Sex with me is like oatmeal. Don't put a raisin in there.
Okay. Ghosts.
Sex with me is like
gross. It's pretty transparent.
Sex with me is like a ghost. Researchers have devoted their life to proving it exists.
Sex to me is like a ghost. It'll haunt you for the rest of your life.
Sex with me is like a ghost filled with unfinished business.
Sex with me is like a ghost. It'll make you Ouija bored.
Sex with me is like a ghost, only now it doesn't involve Patrick Swayze.
Sex with me is like a ghost. Want to cross the beams?
Sex with me is like a ghost Pokemon. It's Ghastly. Is that a ghost Pokemon?
Sex with me is like a ghost. Bustin' makes me feel good.
That's the one for ghosts. I don't know. Unless everyone thinks they got it. Oh, that's a good one. Dalmatian.
Sex with me is like a Dalmatian. Cruella de Vil desires it.
Sex with me is like Dalmatians. I'll make a coat out of your skin afterwards.
Sex with me is like Dalmatian. We'll get to ride in the back of the fire truck.
Sex with me is like a Dalmatian. Don't worry about all the spots.
Sex with me is like a Dalmatian. I've got 101 reasons why it would be a really good idea.
Okay.
Sex with me is like a Dalmatian. It mostly happens in a firehouse.
Sex with me is like Dalmatians. You think I'm nice, but I'm actually surprisingly ill-tempered.
I've heard that.
How about...
Because they're inbred.
Oh.
Sex with me is like 101 Dalmatians. There's 400 pauses.
Okay. Shark tooth.
Shark tooth?
Unless you got a good one.
No. Sex with me is like a shark tooth. You're gonna bleed.
Sex with me is like a shark tooth. You can usually catch it on the beach.
Sex with me is like a shark tooth. Even after you pull it out, it regrows.
Yeah, sex with me is like a shark tooth. Easily replaceable.
Sex with me is like a shark tooth. Only douchebags have it. Necklace.
Sex with me is like a shark tooth. I sell it on the boardwalk in Jersey Shore on a necklace.
Sex with me is like a shark tooth stuck in surfers' butts.
Sex with me is like a shark tooth. You feel lucky at the moment, but then you just smell like fish.
Microwave dinner. Microwave dinner.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. I'm a hungry man.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. You gotta peel the thin film off first.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. Pop me in, and 2 minutes later, I'm done.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. You'll never unfreeze my core.
Sex with me is like a hot microwave dinner because I got a hot pocket.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. I haven't had it since childhood.
Sex to me is like a microwave dinner. It's a sign that you're single.
Sex with
Sex
me
with me is like a microwave dinner. It's gotten better over time.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. It's scheduled on my Marie calendar.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. Not a healthy choice.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. The dessert is the worst part.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. It happens in your workplace break room.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. Compartmentalized.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. Stove hers.
Sex with me is like a microwave dinner. There's always corn, and I don't know why.
Okay. Desk.
Sex with me is like a desk. It's the new smoking.
Sex with me is like a desk. You're on all fours.
Sex with me is like a desk. Everyone's written their initials on my back afterwards.
Sex with me is like a desk. I've got gum stuck on my bottom side.
Sex with me is like a desk. I spend way too many hours at it every day.
Okay.
Sex with me is like a desk. Your back's gonna hurt from leaning over so much.
Okay. So I think we got to do our final thoughts of the evening. So one last suggestion. Everybody gets one. And I'm just going to come up with I'm going to do a random, let's see. How about a random celebrity? You guys think you can do that? All right, let's see what happens. I'm typing random celebrity into Google. Random celebrity list. And we got Ethan Hawke.
Oh my God, that's so random.
Well, how about this? I'll give you a choice. Jackie Chan, Ethan Hawke, or Vince Vaughn.
I got Ethan Hawke. Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. It was the best part of boyhood.
Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. Reality Bites.
Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. You like me, but you know my daughter's better.
Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. The best stuff happens before sunrise.
Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. You just want to do it with my cousin Tony. No, they're not cousins.
Sex with me is like Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. You're gonna gotta come.
Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. We want a rider.
I'm doing Vince. Sex with me is like Vince Vaughn. You're gonna dodge my balls.
Sex with me is like Ethan Hawke. Might have a good time. Uma Thurman. Never mind. All right, we did it. On that note, that's the show, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in and joining us. Once again, if you enjoyed the show and you can give, there is a link in the About section to Color of Change, which is a very worthy cause to donate to in this time, everything going on. Thanks for taking a break and having a good time and laughing with us. And we'll be back again next week. And have a good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, everybody.